What's up, fellas? Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Picking up some background noise. 1 second. How you guys doing? Let me know. Mike Daly. Interested. Huh. Yeah. All right. We should be good to go. So it's pretty cool. You guys have heard me talk about not liking going live from work again. When you have a professional setup at home, like coming here and using a Blue Yeti compared to like a Go XR microphone. This is night and day. But I just wanted to let you guys know this pretty sick microphone that I just ordered and I'm going to be getting, and it has like a what's it called? It's a USB mic like this, but it has a mixer, if you want to call it that, in the microphone. So it should be able to take noise out, uh, and balance noise and all that stuff. So I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be way better than this when it comes to like sound quality. Anywho, not that important. Just want to talk about some cloud gaming. Use this opportunity to answer any questions that you guys might have as a whole when it comes to cloud gaming. I hope that as a community we're just past that business insider Google Stadia news. But if we're not, it's totally fine. If you guys have questions about that, I can work on answering those questions. But I think a lot of creators have covered that news, and just we covered in the podcast. If you guys want to hear what we have to say about that, listen to that podcast again. You have, I believe, is 8 of us, 6 to 8 of us on that podcast, just giving our feedback and our opinion and the business insiders article. But I just want to use this episode to talk about like the state of cloud gaming and just where things are right now, and who I see potentially, just making big moves. It's a slow time for cloud gaming right now. So you guys know, Shadow PC, some people might not consider them like a true cloud gaming platform because they're virtual PC, but I would say at this time last year, or just go 2 years back, even Shadow PC was a dominant play in the cloud gaming space, right? And now, they've lost a lot of members, right? Price hike $30 compared to what they usually was charging, and you've seen a lot of people leave. So Shadow PC was once glorious, but now it's diminishing, right? Google Stadia, as we know it, like it's have its own issues, right? Google Stadia. Uh, just let's go back to last year. This time, actually, go back to the previous year. Let's just focus on the success of Cyberpunk, getting the features we want, getting the games we want, and then the closure of the first party studios kind of was the decline of that platform. Amazon Luna is still stuck in the United States, just slow rollout, not a lot exciting happening for that platform right now. And GeForce Now, I would say out of all of the cloud gaming platform, GeForce Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming are the two platforms that are really just pushing the cloud, right? But we know Xbox Cloud Gaming, yes, again, the games, but performance continues to be an issue for that platform. And even the upgrade to the custom Series X blades, performance wise, is still not that great. So I would say Xbox Cloud Gaming is not where I can in a way like put them competitively against Google Stadia, even Amazon Luna or um, GeForce Now when it comes to performance. Again, they have the games, but performance-wise, they're not there. So cloud gaming is actually at a really snail slow pace right now, right? Look at the games that are coming out this month. Big one just came out, Lost Ark, right? Really popular game on Steam right now. No cloud gaming platform has that game, right? Which is kind of sad. Do you think GFN will get that game against an Amazon studio based game? And they got New World. Who knows? Maybe we might see that later this year. But they're not getting that game. There's another AAA anticipated game coming out this month as well that no, it has not been mentioned for any cloud game platform. So as a cloud gamer, I have to say I'm kind of frustrated with the pace of cloud game. I would assume and think by this time now, these companies would have things rolling. But seeing that Nintendo has a direct, right? I would say I'm really excited for that. I once owned the Switch, and I'm saying if Nintendo can show me something this direct, this might be the turning point for me. And if you guys don't know, I don't own any consoles, right? Um, and I want to keep it that way, but it's just there's so many good games out there in a way that I'm kind of missing. And I can't rely on Shadow to get some of those games because performance wise they're not up there yet. Yes, we know that they're working on an upgrade and all that stuff, but realistically speaking, performance wise they're not there. So it's kind of a bummer, like the state of cloud gaming right now. But the Switch again, I'm gonna see what happens in this direct, and if they can convince me with, let's say they announce like Metroid Prime 4 or whatever the case might be, a new Japanese RPG, like it if they announce a new Xenoblade Saga, whew, it's gonna be hard to say no to a game like that, a new Metroid Prime 4. But it's cloud game is just going way too slow for me, and I wonder if that's the perception of mainstream, right? We here we're definitely like really enthusiasts. We call ourselves like extremists. We're diehard cloud gamers, but I have to be real with you guys and the viewers. It's going kind of too slow for my liking, which kind of sucks. But let's see. Let's see. Again, I'm gonna take a sec to just answer some of the questions that you guys might have here. And again, let me know what's your take on this discussion piece. Do you guys think cloud gaming, pace wise, speed wise, is moving fast enough for you, or do you think that they can move even faster? Right. So let me know. Curious to see what y'all thoughts are on that. Let's see. It's going. What's up, man? Good to see you. We can hear. Okay, cool, cool. Good to know. I think cloud games is going great. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, 007, what's up? How do you say this? So I'm gonna call you Kumar. What's good? How is Boosteroid and what is the best requirement for the Wi-Fi? So in the States, don't try Boosteroid yet because I've tried it. Performance wise, it's not the greatest. Now they are going to be expanding to the States. It should be. We were talking to them and they said it should be this month. If you guys been following us, it's supposed to come out last year, but it was delayed. It was supposed to come out January, but it was delayed. And now they're giving us confirmation that it's going to be this month. But my thing as of right now is I'll believe it when I see it, right? So many just delays and cancellations that I can, in a way, take their word for it. But from what I'm hearing, if you have a decent like 30 Mbps, you should be good with performance for Boosteroid. But Booster Ride is a really great service. I feel like Booster, can be a good filler for cloud gaming. Again, they have these games that we want that's not available elsewhere. I don't know if Call of Duty is still there, but the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. So when it comes to the state, again, they talked about like having 6 locations that are going to be operating from in the states. So we're gonna test that. They are gonna let us have hopefully early access to it. So we should be making some videos for you guys. But should be is imminent now. Should be any time now for the US release. My goodness. Sorry guys, I'm at work and it's just I've never seen so many people at this time go in and go out. So if you hear that loud noise, just know that's what's going on. Right. The guy from Tech Game Plan joined CGX recently. What a bolts. Yeah, love his endless. Yeah, Jerry. We call him GTP. If you guys don't know Jerry, yeah, he's a part of CGX now. He's going to be bringing his cloud stuff to CGX, and his GTP Game Tech Planet channel is still going to operate. He's going to try and cover like local stuff there, but the advantage of having Jerry on CGX now is again, you guys know him, brilliant dude. So pretty much he was doing what we were already doing, and it was just like it makes no sense. We'll put up similar videos, similar comparison, and Jerry is he knows his stuff, but he's busy. He's a family man. He has his own business, so creating content something he really enjoys doing, but sometimes this time restraint, right? So we were just like, yo, like, come on over. Like, it makes no sense you working as hard as you are working, and in a way I was covering the same thing. So he joined, and the benefit of him here at CGX is he can pretty much do everything each of us does. So if any of us like need to take a break, or if he needs to take a break, we can all fill in and do what he does, and he can do what we do. So it's pretty cool. And then he has a PS5, right? He has all these consoles, so you're gonna see some Nintendo Switch coverage online with Kingdom Hearts releasing. That's probably something we wouldn't have covered on CGX. You guys saw the latest Sifu comparison with GeForce Now 3080 and PS5. Again, he brings some benefits here in CGX too. So we are definitely happy to have GTP on board for sure. Pretty cool how the Discord alerted me streams had. Oh yeah, so that oh yeah. We did this that's cool. We did this feature thing. I don't know if it's a feature, but in Discord you can set events. I forgot I did that. I was kind of testing that out, didn't follow through. What's in the cloud, you can't get everything. True, Dying Light was in the cloud. Um yeah, yeah. I get, I guess I'm selfish because I don't like Dying Light. Technically, I do have the game. I've covered the game, but geez, I don't like Dying Light. So to me, I'm just like, give me something else, right? But yeah, yeah. It's just yeah, I feel like it's kind of too slow for me. I think though, I hope so, Bolt. It'll be nice if we can see Lost Ark here. It's a big shadow user, legit goes, but once never improved drop shot. Yeah, so you're not the only one, 007. We've seen a lot of people drop the service, man. And it's kind of a bummer because it's a good service, and they had everything going for them with the different tiers when they introduced the ultra and the infinite. Man, that was beautiful, that was perfect, especially like for the price. We were paying a 24.99 at that time for the ultra, right? Which gave us better specs, and in a way they took that away from people and then give them boost and charge more. So that was like sorry, a recipe for disaster. Sorry, I was gonna sneeze there, but GFN 3080 does blow them away. But again, you are limited to games, right? You're limited to games. But get it. No, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna the only way I'll get like a PS5 is if they offer like a PlayStation Portable. I'm all about convenience. You guys see me, I'm always out of my home or from around my home. Like my house is too big and I have like kids running around to where I just can't stay stationed at one location. So I need something portable. And yeah, the if if I was to get if PS5 had any PS Vita type situation or lets you like use your phone to access, then I might consider it. So that's why I'm eyeing the Switch more because of the portability factor. But yeah, yeah, we'll see. Steam Deck should I have mine pre-ordered and yes, I'm going to definitely get a Steam Deck. Um, I have a One X player as well, and yeah, yeah. So something to take into consideration. I know the Steam Deck has its own unique UI and OS, if you want to call it that. But and they've talked about the Steam Deck being a PC to where you can, put like other stores in there, like Epic Game Store and stuff like that. So that's tempting, right? That fixes the local fix for me, right? Just not being able to play a game in the cloud and being able to have it locally accessible. You're right. You're right. That may fix the issue. So maybe I get a Switch and a Steam Deck, and I think a gaming for me would be really cool. All right, Ace, would you rather have a Steam Deck or PS5? Steam Deck, just like I talked about. To me, it's all about convenience and accessibility, and if I can play a game on the go, I rather take that over graphical fidelity, right? So again, that's why I think for me personally, this Steam Deck makes a lot more sense, right? Some news from Google Stadia. What do you mean? Some news? I would like some news. I don't own. Yeah, we have Xbox Three and my son Switch. Okay, so good to know. Good to know that my boy Ace broke. This is. I didn't break yet. I didn't break. It's all about Nintendo and the new direct to convince me, man. For me, I'm pretty creative when it comes to cloud game because I can even cloud game with an argument. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought Almighty GFM would do everything. GFN again, they have the rig. All they need to do is bring the games, but the pace of those games coming is just not fast enough for me as a flight. You know, I love cloud game, but it's moving way too slow, dude. Way too slow. I use GFN 30 tier Amazon Luna and lastly some Stadia, but I canceled my Pro sub a long time ago. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Stadia is just not what the way I view Stadia right now is just it's not what we got Stadia for. Stadia is gonna play its role. They're gonna get games. Probably other cloud gaming services is not gonna have or be able to get. So to me, it's a good. This might sound bad, but it's a good side piece. It's one that I'll keep going back to get some of like Dynasty Warriors 9. It's a game that I really want to play, right? But no other cloud game platform is going to get. Life is Strange, right? It came out on GFN, came on Stadia but for Pro, we were able to get the remasters. So I'm playing Life is Strange on Stadia because again, pretty much I got it for free. So it's a good side piece to have. But as far as like expecting same day release AAA games on there, I am swallowing the fact that that's not going to be the case for that platform moving forward. Kind of sucks, but yeah. So I just what I wish Amazon Luna would kick things into gear. I think Luna is gonna be that they're gonna be that platform that gets it right. Xbox Cloud Gaming, I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't like dependent on subscription, the subscription model, games coming in and leaving. I don't like that model at all. I want to know that my games now, if Microsoft allows you to purchase games on the marketplace, which they hinted that it was coming, and use Xbox Cloud Gaming to play that, that would be great. But as far as like uh I I wa- I want same day release. That's what I want. I want, if a game comes out, I know this platform is gonna get it. And again, I don't see any cloud game platform doing that. Stadia was that, and that's why like I really rocked with Stadia. Xbox Cloud Gaming, they might get the game, they might not, and I don't like that. And then the fact that if it's not a Microsoft exclusive, if you're playing on the platform, there's possibility that the game can leave at any moment. They just lost control. Imagine like if you were really far in that game and all you have access to is the cloud. Yes, you can make the argument. You can go pick it up in GFN or Amazon Luna or Stadia, but your save file might not transfer. So yes, Xbox Cloud Gaming is the Netflix for gaming, but I honestly speaking, I'm not a huge fan of that model, right? Maybe I want them possible, but I feel like GFN could add way more in these in opt-in. Yeah, they can. They can, for sure. Tell you, GTP just signed. Good luck with that, dude. Good luck with that. I rented Dying Light 2 and played it for 10 and last night. Why? Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, man. It's not. So people in the chat make fun of me because I'm like I want bangers, and people are like, "Yo, Ace, what's a banger?" I'm just like high production quality value, like Hollywood esque, like type level of experience when it comes to like cutscenes and visuals. Instead explode, right? Like engaged enough to where either like effects are top notch and a good story. And that is one. Give me some Final Fantasies, man. Give me some Resident Evils. Give me some Uncharted. Give me some Onimushas. Give me some. You know, I, I'm like these this big open world games that are 80 plus hours. The Assassin's Creed. I'm in a way like just done with Assassin's Creed and the Dying Light. That's the thing with it. It's just like I want like 15 to 20 hour story driven action packed banger. Now if it's an RPG, I can live with that, right? Give me a 30 to 40 hour Tales of Arise Final Fantasy. Those are what like I'm looking for. And yeah, man, lately I don't feel like we got Kenna Bridge of Spirits last fall for GFN. That was a good get for me. Again, this is all subjective. It's just my personal preference when it comes to the type of games I enjoy and I play. But I would like to see more of those games come to Devil May Cry and Amazon Luna. Oh my goodness, love it, love it. Games like that is kind of what what I'm in a way looking for. So when I say bangers, right, those are the type of games I'm referring to for sure. What do you think about the special press always, but never about new games, new features? What up, Karen? I don't know, man. Here's my thing. I always forget to do this. Let me plug in. I'll answer this question. Let me plug in my charger. So it's a good thing I muted you guys. You guys, your eardrum probably would have popped. There's a lot of movement there. So in a way, I'm glad I muted. What do you think about? So here's the thing. It's Stadia. All on Stadia. Stadia needs to control their own narrative, right? The fact that they're not talking about what's truly going on within the company gives people, including ourselves here on the podcast, a lot of leeway to speculate. All of this, could have easily been debunked, right? If someone from high up would have just said, this is stated, this is where we're moving, this is where the platform is headed. But no, no one is doing that. So there's a lot of speculations. And then when it comes out, people are like, oh, I knew it, right? That shouldn't have to be the case. But the fact that they're so silent, so quiet, gives people to speculate the worst. So if Stadia can control their own narrative, I feel like we'll get less of these, speculation, negative spiral, and the doom and gloom for this platform. I again, that can easily be fixed, right? Remote play is not the same. I hear people talking about remote play. I'm not a big fan of remote play. I want to be able to. You can make the argument. You can leave the house, but when I'm dependent on the box to game, I think that becomes an issue. You can remote play with PC as well, but imagine, right, leaving the house and you're trying to remote play and do something like blocking, uh, whatever the case might be, access to you turning on your PS4, 5, or Xbox Series X from wherever you are. To me, that's just too many barrier. I want to know that I'm not dependent on my console or PC at home to game, right? I know it works. I've tried it, but I've had some situations where I, wanted the game and my console for some reason just it was not connected. And the beauty with cloud is you're not relying on that, right? So I'm loving the idea of seeing as Linux based. Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to test the Steam Deck out, man. So Nintendo is today. So here's my Nintendo question: can we see Nintendo again a better deal from Google Stream Download? They can. They can. The thing with Google Stream is it's open towards anybody, and if a company really wants to use it, but something to take into consideration. Google Stream we know works, right? But there's also Amazon AWS, and Microsoft Azure. So it's just like these companies can also go with them, right? So, but something that'll be quite interesting to see today, and that's what I'm excited to see is if Nintendo's going to do more with the cloud, right? Again, we know Kingdom Hearts releasing, I believe, this week, right? Imagine if they were like, all right, so something we're gonna explore doing is bringing our Switch games, our Nintendo IP, to the cloud. Now, the thing is, I don't know what the benefit will be because Nintendo designs their IP for the current consoles. So the advantage that cloud provides for the Switch right now is that these games that they bring into the cloud, games like Kingdom Hearts, Hitman, they can't run on the Switch hardware. So if Nintendo is creating, bring the games to the cloud, to me, I'm just like, what benefit is that going to have for them? Because again, it's probably going to run worse because Switch Cloud game just does not perform well. Guardians of the Galaxy is 720p and stuff like crazy. But if Nintendo says, okay, going forward with the Nintendo Switch app on your mobile, you can now cloud game. That's a game changer, right? But I doubt, highly doubt that we'll see Nintendo make a move like that, right? But yeah, it got. I'm really excited to see. I haven't been, when Sony's like, oh, we're holding a state of play showcasing Turismo or Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. That stuff doesn't excite me, man. Like I watch it afterwards. But Nintendo, I know how much it's a 40-minute direct. I know how much they can pack in one direct. So yeah, I'm excited. As you got the full control and shadow. Nah, it's not the same, dude. It's not the same. It's not. The Steam Deck should be able to output 14 for when docked. Will you do a video where you have it HDMI? Yeah. So I have a One X Play in actual man. Oh, I have so many videos. Okay, so I want to compare the One X Player to um, the Odin. That's been a big one. I have to. I'm like halfway done with that video. I got sick and I've just not been sleeping well, so I've been a little off with my content creation. And then I want to compare the Odin to the GPDXP. I have that as well, and then I also have this like Android emulator, which I want to cover class. So I have all these tech that and the reason I say this question, I'm actually working on a One X Play exclusive cloud game video showcasing like the benefit that cloud brings to the One X Play, being able to play games like 60 FPS with max graphical settings using GFN, right? And showcasing the dock to 4K and all that stuff. So I have all these type videos that I really want to make, but there's just been so much going on, and I haven't been feeling the greatest. But yeah, so I will do that for sure with the Steam Deck when that becomes a thing. Is do you feel like Stadia sucked us into what they would? Do you feel like Stadia sucked us into thinking there would be console and cloud and showed those console and no, I think Stadia had ambition. They had ambition. Now, did they come out too early, too soon? You can say that, but they had ambition, and I think it's good for any company to have ambition. But the thing is, when things don't go your way, don't just drop it. And that's what Google tends to do with a lot of these stuff. And that's why a lot of people are skeptical about this platform because it's owned by Google, right? They come out. Yo, I don't know if you guys follow Google. There's a time at a Google I/O, literally, right? These guys, these guys used a plane, dude. uh, Sanjay Bryan, what's the other one? They literally jumped out of a plane, an IO, with Google Glass strapped to their face. Google Glass was supposed to be like the next greatest technology thing, right? So they hosted a whole IO dedicated to that. These dudes parachuted off a plane with Google Glass. So much anticipation. Again, think about GDC and Stadia, right? They had huge ambition with Glass, huge ambition with Google Stadia, and just because it didn't go the way with Glass, just because it didn't go the way with and same thing with Google Plus, a huge ambition. They touted Google Plus to be the Facebook competitor, poured a lot of resources into that, and yeah, man, they had ambition. And again, I would say it's not bad to have ambition, but just continue to push the product even when the ambition is not looking too good for you. And I feel like Google is a company, they don't do that. If it doesn't meet a certain um, number or certain what's the word I'm looking for, expectations for them, they just drop the product. Google Glass, guys, take note. Microsoft Xbox, it's good, but again, I'm just not a big fan of subscription based model. And I would like Microsoft to improve their quality, right? I know you what you mean about GFN, but literally 100. They do have bangers, but yeah, man, I'm just to the point. Sorry, guys. Again, it's just me being picky, but I'm to the point where I want games. Again, if you I'm a cloud gamer only, and it's just my fault. I get that, but it's just it makes me kind of impatient when I see this game coming and they're not on these platforms. But I get it's my fault, and I can easily resolve that issue by getting a console. I know, but you guys are probably gonna see me being picky because again, I only cloud game. Um, it's you need those things. I love Sony exclusive Eco, Shadow of the Colossus. Those are my babies, right? I love Sony. Uncharted one was good. I love two, but I feel like three they tried to do a lot. It's a good set piece. I love Killzone. I love SOCOM Warhawk on the PS3. Probably my favorite multiplayer game of all time. you know, when it comes to Ratchet and Clank, when it comes to Sony's exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn, love it. I love this stuff. But yeah, I want to see those games in the cloud though, man. Like it's about time. How's xCloud and Odin docked? So I ordered my dock. It's not here yet. I plan to do a video on that. But with the dock, I should be able to output 4K if it supports it or 1080p. So when I do get my dock, I will test it out for sure. Outright, oof, man, don't get me started. This game was neglected on this platform for the longest time, dude. The game is decent, but the support for it on Stadia has not been the greatest. Haven't checked it lately, so hopefully they've been, fixing it up. But yeah, they just kind of dropped support for this game in Stadia. It's open link in. All right, let me see. Let me see. Um, all right, I'll open that link in a sec. I think eventual Microsoft Game Pass would be doesn't hurt that. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's just like we've seen Ubisoft Connect. Game Pass PC is a subscription model, just like Ubisoft Connect. So, yeah, for sure, we definitely might see that. It's a matter of time. One day, GFN, yeah, yeah, they're getting there. They're climbing up in sub count. Fletcher, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Patrick, how are you? Steady can do a better job communicating. The news sites can only right. I agree. I agree. There's when Review Tech USA does a steady video, I know where that video is headed, right? When this another Kotaku, when they do steady coverage, I know where they're going. Yeah, they're these so just stay away from them. I personally like to watch them because I do want to hear just how off they are with some of their stuff, but just know in a way what you get into. Their sites that the followers know them for bashing the platform, so they have to keep that going. Even if Stadia does something good, either they won't cover it or they'll find a way to spin into it because it fuels their followers. So say I get what you're saying there for sure. Just stay away from them. Uh, but then there are some people who do a good job covering it, and we gotta give them props too, even if it's a critical piece, right? What do you think about GFN offering help to Epic to get mobile? Yeah. I think we'll see more of that to come. And if you look at the GFN, no shit. Yeah, I think we'll see more of that to come. Wow, almost shot myself in the foot. Hey, Isaiah, what's up, man? Do you think that since GFN is pretty much renting out virtual machines, they'll one day take a game they want without permission? I don't know. That's an interesting view. But I think it's more to how they bring games to the platform. But yeah. So something I know about GFN is that they work well with devs, and I think they have a good relationship with working with third party devs, and I think it's just a matter of time before we start seeing most of these games in the platform. Monkey Boy, what is good, homie? Good to see you. PSX Cloud, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. Ace, I found out the mobile controller both like Xbox version, so I'm debating if what controller is it. Right, I don't think it's fair to compare Stadia to Google's other been canceled like Google. Why? Why is it not fair? Same company that's running it. Uh, playing Google is playing Google is not to have a ship is possible. It's closed and no further push. There are already too many people. They've made purchases. Um, yeah, like you say, Stadia jump into to yeah, just because a lot of people, and I wouldn't even consider it a lot based on the numbers that we know about Google Stadia, but just because they make purchases don't mean Google can shut down Stadia. Just being real, they can. Now there might be, a lawsuit, for people requesting the money back, but they definitely can. Ace, you have to figure out when you'll decide to cut your loss, so you can't blame Google uh, too much if they take a loss. What do you mean by this? Google Glass is still on a back burner. They did tons of waiting technology. Yeah, but dude, they overhyped that device, dude. Jumping out of a plane when your CEOs are jumping out of a plane with a Google Glass for a presentation, that's over. That's crazy, dude. But let's ask one simple cloud only. Wait, cloud only. Who's? Let's ask one simple question. Cloud only. Who's number one? Who's number two? Who's number three? Who's number four? Are you saying like there's a lot that you can? Are you who's number one in performance? Who's number one in games catalog? Like what are you referring to here? That conversation can take a lot of turns, bro. A Linus Tech Tip that live stream. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yo, yeah, it was. Oh man, it's so one thing I wish I could do is tear downs, right? You see, what's his name, Spawncast, and you see Linus Tech just being able to like tear down um tech and be like, this is what this does, this is where this goes. I find that fascinating. But yeah, I was watching some of that. It's pretty cool to see. Can I wait? I don't know. I don't know. You would get on Discord and ask Chief Fafa because he was the one that did the overview video. He might know more about Loud Play. Honestly speaking, I've never touched Loud Play, but Chief has, and I think Monkey has as well. I know GTP was kind of covering it. I don't know if he GTP Jerry, right? I don't know if he's done it, but get on our Discord and ask some of those questions there. Now let's compare cloud gaming to car market, just like Tesla, because the electric only their numbers fell in comparison to Toyota. But you may think, what, where, Monkey Boy, where are you getting at, dude? This comparison you make the Apple really because Microsoft has had thousands of failures. Yeah, but again, the generalized public of Microsoft is that they could have easily shut Xbox down a long time ago, right? But again, they poured in billions, they acquired new companies, and Xbox is looking stronger than ever, right? Yes, you can say they shut down Mixer and other stuff, but realistically, Google is known to shut things down. The thing with Google, Microsoft will shut things down when it's there's no hope for it, when it's not catching up to its competitors. Google literally will shut something down that is working, dude. They will shut something down that is working and does not need to be shut down. A lot of people will still rely and depend on Hangouts to shut that down. It, again, dude. From what I've heard, the Odin Dog doesn't with Stadia Pro. Who told you that? I haven't seen that yet. But again, that's one that I do want to test. Google is trickling to it. That would be weird if it doesn't, because there's an option to switch to 4K output. I wonder who did that test if they did that as well. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Google is trickling towards cloud gaming because plays are trickling towards clouds. Okay, what up, Brooklyn? Good to see you, my dude. Uh, when does Busuri sometime this month around? Stay tuned to that. By the way, check out our previous show. We did a show last week with Brooklyn Cut Cutters, and again, it's pretty cool, man. You got to see what this guy is working with, man. Dope setup for sure. Yeah, would highly recommend that you guys take a look at the last Let's Chat. All right, let's keep moving here. I still can't get my add-on outright as stated work. Square Enix support finally gave up and told me just again, Crow, like I was saying, the support for Outriders and Stadia has been absolutely ridiculous. Uncarded, you mean Uncharted? Yeah, Uncharted's a good franchise. Ace, you're suffering from grass is greener in wanting games on cloud the same day as they drop on. How is that grass is greener, dude? What? How is that grass is greener? I just want. Listen, I'm like this with media consumption. If Netflix has a show that I want, I go to Netflix. Wherever it has, I'm not exclusive to one platform, and I think for cloud that is one. It's kind of ridiculous to favor one platform. To me, if a game has what I want, I'm going there. It's simple as that. And I think that's where cloud is going in the future. But yes, if that's what you mean by if the grass is green, I mean if Xbox Cloud Gaming has a game that I want, peace out. Yes, I'm out. I'm out leaving GFN and hopping the Xbox Cloud game. Now when I'm done with that game, if GFN gets a game that I want, deuces. I'm out. Um I don't see why you should like stick to one cloud game platform. How come you don't complain about the list of games that I just talked about that, dude. I just said I don't like the subscription model of the Xbox Cloud Gaming. I said I would. I actually said I prefer Stadia model, but the thing is, Stadia's just not getting those bangers anymore. They did last year and the previous years, but it's like support for the bangers has stopped. So what do you mean? I do criticize them just as much. Let's be honest. GeForce Now is king of the cloud. Stadia. Why? Bro, why do you guys have to like why does this matter, dude? Like why does GFN have to be king? Why does Stadia like yo just bring the games, bro? Like I king what? Like is like is Netflix king? Is HBO Max king? I'll tell you what's king. Game of Thrones is king, right? Stranger Thing when it's out is king, right? That's how I am, and I think that's how cloud gaming should be. Whoever who can get the game on the platform and give you a good experience, run that game on the platform, they're king, right? So far at GFN, I would say end of last year, they have been getting those games that people want to play. Stadia, not so much. That's just the facts. Can I play loud play? I think I answered that. Do booster games get shit? Some do. Yeah, some do. They just lost several and brought them back. I believe there were some Capcom games. I might be wrong. So don't quote me in there. But yeah, they do lose games. Speaking of GFM, what second gifts are they going to drop for us? Newest Thursdays. Stay tuned. GFN news is tomorrow, right? MGX Pro, the one I said it really. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. The only difference is you have the Xbox menu button, but I don't know. Hi, I can't report the problem GeForce now. It's a problem when I need to lunch. That's interesting. So go on the forums. They have a GFN forum and post that on there. They should be able to respond. And I do think they have like a support help desk. Post that on there. The Dying Light GFN has had some issues. Again, controller support was a big one, which they recently fixed. But yeah, go to support, post that there, and hopefully they should be able to fix it. When you mentioned Google, dude, is the craziest thing I've ever seen, bro. And it's not just random dudes. I believe it was the CEOs. I remember Sergey Bryant jumping off airplane with his Google Cloud. It's crazy, man. Any plans to cover? Oh, absolutely. We're talking to them. We should be getting early access to it, actually. So yeah, we'll definitely cover it. Thank you, man. Thanks for the $5 dono, and again, dude, thanks for always dropping by and showing some love and some support. Really appreciate it. The reason why they overhyped the technology is because it was 10 years. It was Monkey Boy. Some of your comments, dude. But that's too funny, dude. The boy is king, whatever is king. Yeah. Uh, Ace, do you play multiple multiplayer games? It seems that you jump all over platforms with friends that can jump around. Yeah, I do. I'm on Rogue Company on GFN and NBA 2K. Those are my go-to multiplayer games, and I play Rogue on GFN and NBA and Shadow PC. Because Stadia didn't get it, I would be in Stadia. I clocked in ridiculous amount of hours in 2K21 and 2K20 in Stadia. What have they shut down this successfully given? Making excuses, Mike. What has who shut down? What has Google shut down? I did good to see you on here at 007. Thanks for stopping by. It's my favorite video game series, NGFN. Yeah, they should have. It would be nice. But I don't know if Google striking that deal to get Resident Evil in the cloud took some exclusivity from it coming elsewhere. Could have paying 10 million for game. I think you get a lot of say where you want that game going, right? Most of this is Google shut down like Hangouts, except those were all free stuff. They giving away. Microsoft gave nothing. Yeah, they were free stuff, but still. All right, happy. Take care. They were free stuff. I'm trying to think of. Okay, YouTube Red. YouTube Red was a subscription service. So if you guys don't know what YouTube Red is, it's pretty much the original, right? You paid for YouTube Red. They shut that down. That's a subscription, something you paid for, right? We don't know yet, Eric. Hopefully soon. There's been rumors of Google expanding to Brazil, so we'll see. Hopefully that'll be soon. Stadia, if it doesn't get big, it's that's the and that again. My expectations for Stadia are set really low. Like I said, Stadia is my side piece, man. It's just gonna be there. I'm gonna have my pro, claim my pro games, have my kids play. My kids, I have like almost 8 Stadia controllers. I have Chromecast all over my TVs. It's a good gaming device for my kids, So if a game comes on Pro, I claim it, they have access to it. Now, if there's a game that I want, I will buy it. Like Dynasty Warriors, I'm gonna buy it, right? Because no other cloud gaming platform has the game, and I want to play that game. So it's my side piece. I will always keep it around and mess around with it, right? That sounds so bad, but it's what Stadia is to me. I'm not expecting it to get a same day release, and set your expectation right, and I think you should be okay moving forward. With Google Stadia, don't expect to get AAA bangers. Expect indie games, expect AA games, and expect older games. And I think expectation wise, you should be okay. Ace, do you have friends you play games with that when you play on other platforms they can't play with you, or do you mostly play? Yeah, I do. For instance, Xbox Halo, we have the CGX panel members that Ben and them. If I was, and then with Rogue Company, I play with Chief at times. I play with some members as well. But 2K is the game I live on, and we pretty much built like a 2K community on Stadia, and I pretty much know most of the 2K players in Stadia. So I don't like struggle to I would play games solo if I don't have friends, but the games that I normally stick to multiplayer, I normally have people I know that play it. So I hope that answers your question. I'm happy with day one, everyone. xCloud and Luna aren't getting any games as well. Correct. Speak the truth. You can't have it both ways, bro. Monkey boy, I swear you crack me up, dude. You didn't hear me criticize xCloud, bro? Like for that specific reason? What do you mean speak the truth, my dude? You didn't hear me just criticize Xbox for being a subscription and not getting same day release games? I don't know how many times I have to say it, but it's crazy. Why does xCloud not work well on mobile? It's so crazy that you say that because most of the people I've talked to, they've had a better experience on mobile with xCloud. So you might want to check. You might want to check the phone. You're talking about iPhone, maybe I don't know, but it should work pretty well with your mobile. xCloud, Xbox Cloud Game Performance on mobile, I think is one of the best. They started off with mobile, and I think I get the best experience on mobile. Hey, don't be calling Stadia site. It is. It's what I treat it now. Again, that's realistic expectations, bro. Xbox got Halo and Forza and Hitman Resident in a few days. Didn't have to pay for it. Yeah, great deal. Great deal. Ace, do you think? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so because that's not the type of game GFN gets. I don't think Google Stadia is the place of getting 2K games moving forward. I don't see Xbox Cloud Gaming. The Xbox Cloud Gaming might get it. I don't see Amazon Luna getting it. So no, again, this is the stuff I was talking about, right? These games would be great to play in the cloud, but we might not even be able to right now. xCloud is also getting Starfield, Redfall. Yes, so later this year, xCloud is going to have a lot of good games on the platform. But wait, we thought Crossfire X was going to be coming to the cloud, and that game is not. So don't expect that all these games are actually going to make their way to Xbox Cloud Gaming. I thought it was every Microsoft first and second party games, but Crossfire X is not, and we still don't have Flight Simulator and Xbox Cloud Gaming. So this possibility that these games might not actually come. All right, I'm at work, Urban. All right, cool. So yeah, fellas, Ace, I'm starting to lose respect for you. Seriously, bro, what I said about coming out 10 years early, bro. That's that's your opinion, my dude. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. Google Glass is a failure. Whether Google announced it 10 years earlier, they should have read the market correctly, know that the time back then was not right for Google Glass, right? That's your big company product research before you launch your product is stuff that big companies do to launch your product. They didn't do that, right? So yes, Apple might be coming out with their own version of Google Glass, but maybe now, as it with VR picking up and AR picking up, maybe now is the better time to launch. Again, shows Apple did their research, right? So again, dude, it's crazy. Okay, which cloud gaming? Wait, which I had a cloud gaming job like you do? This is not a full time job yet. This is just another side piece, another side hustle. I'm working right now. My lunch break. This is my private practice, my full time job. Um, the goal is eventually for this to overtake this, to where I wouldn't be here as much. But no, this is just side hustle, and that's something I appreciate about ECGX members because we all have full time job, but we see the potential of this, and we working hard to one day make this our full time hustle, right? GFN look like a fox, Ace, and your mom knows testing cloud. That'll be dope. Keep me updated with that. It will cost 1,000 USD real. That's hilarious. Remember, it does not work on GFM mobile app, and there are more games that have to play. Yeah, GFN is not the most consistent accessibility platform. There seems to do some games that really require you to have a mouse and keyboard to actually get started. I know Guardians of the Galaxy might be one of those games you have to actually this part before the game start they have to push play, and I think you do need like a mouse and keyboard. So the cloud gaming job was towards okay, cool. Ace, you bring I wouldn't get fired. This is my private process, but yeah, I do have to get going. I do have a client. Keep digging. Let's talk about Microsoft HoloLens or whatever the You're funny, dude. You're funny. Again, HoloLens did not release, right? Market research. Microsoft knows that the time is not now for HoloLens. Anyway, appreciate you guys. We'll be back next Wednesday, 12 p.m. The podcast, guys, might happen. It's Valentine's Day, so I might be spending time with the wife. Don't know yet. Still trying to figure that out. If I don't lead it, someone else might. If not, then we might just shut it down for this week and pick up next the following week. But again, appreciate you guys. Check out other channels doing some incredible stuff. Gameplay channel, a VR channel, more vids. VR is going to be coming. Check out our friends channel and Espanol Spanish channel if you speak those language. No, I'm not going to lose face, but I am really excited for what Nintendo's going to show at the direct. All right, fellas. Again, appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out.